Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a quick big three gear video this morning for you so I can start showing you all of the things I plan to carry on this trip with me on the Appalachian Trail. I did have a big setback last week, by the way. I went to the barber, told him to taper it up a little bit on the sides, even it up, and he heads straight up the chin with the clippers, taking me down to about a 3-day stubble. So about a 3-week setback on beard growth for the trail. Yeah, it's unfortunate it happens. So no more going back to the barber before the trip because I want to get the beard grown out a little bit before we leave. Anyway, on to the big three video. As you can see behind me there, I will be carrying the Osprey Atmos 65 AG. I've had this pack for a couple of years now. I've used it on multiple trips with me and Devin. Testing gear for the trail. We'll do anywhere from 3 nights to 6 nights on the trail to prepare, get used to it, see what it's like, because you just truly learn when you're out there. You can watch all the videos, read all the books you want. Trust me, I have. And it's just not the same experience as being out there. So I have learned a lot in prepping for this trip. This backpack, I love it. It fits well. It carries weight well. It's durable. I can roll up into camp, throw it down, lay on it for a minute and rest if I want to without worrying about tearing up the backpack. I did send the brain off to Osprey to get some straps fixed where they had got damaged in a previous hike, and so I don't have the brain on it now. I haven't used it in the last few hikes, and I'm not sure with the current gear if I'm going to need it or not, but hopefully we'll have it back in time just in case I do. Also behind me you'll see stretched out is my Z-Pack sleeping bag. I'm about 6'2", a little overweight due to working so much preparing for the trip, so I do have the extra long, extra wide 10-degree bag by Z-Pack. I love this bag. It weighs in around 28 ounces. I got the extra long, extra wide. I can't stand to be in the mummy position and not move around. I like to wiggle around a little bit and flip on from one side to the next when I sleep. Also with Devin being 6'8", I got him the same bag, so he is gonna he'll definitely need that to be able to fit into it. So it is awesome that Z-Pack does make that option for you. You can order your bag to size if you're a bigger person. Not everyone is 5'8", so it is really awesome they give you that option. Also, I will be carrying the Z-Pack duplex tent here. I'll break it out, show it in another video. I'm sure everyone's seen the Z-Pack duplex tent. This is the camo version. I've had this for a little over a year and a half, and I have sent it back to Z-Pack and got it back and got it upgraded so I can carry the freestanding poles. I have found that in low-lying areas it is an advantage to have the freestanding poles because stakes don't always fit in very loose ground, and they come loose during the night in some of the areas in Georgia. So with that, I decided to go ahead and add the poles. I know the tent runs 21 ounces roughly as is. Adding in the poles will put in a little bit more weight with that. So, it's something I'm willing to do. Plus, something I learned last year from Early Riser 71 is that up north you have to camp on a lot of different platforms in some of the parks, and it is very hard with the Z-Pack tents, with using your trekking pole and staking it out to be able to set up on a platform. So with the freestanding poles, there won't be any issues with that. Also with the sleeping bag, I will be carrying the Sea to Summit Thermalite Reactor Extreme bag liner. If I remember correctly, this adds in about 20 degrees. And as you know, like with a sleeping bag, it's rated for 10. That doesn't mean that you'll be toasty warm at 10 degrees outside. It just means you'll survive at that temperature. So with the bag liner on really cold nights, I can add that in. And during the warmer months, I can lay on top of the bag and just use the bag liner to get into like a thin sleeping bag system. So this is my big three for my tent, my bag, and my sleeping bag. And I will be going through more gear later and break it probably down into a few different videos, hopefully not too long per video, just so you can get an idea. And toward the last video, I will get a total weight on my base weight. I'm hoping to be around 23 to 25 pounds on my base weight. I know that's a lot to most people. So, but with that, adding in the water and food, I should be okay. I've carried, upwards of 47 pounds before on a 4-night hike and didn't have too many issues with it. Did fine. I do prefer lighter weight. Of course, I buy the most, try to get the best ultralight gear I can, but on some things, that's just not possible with me, and I do prefer a certain amount of comfort. So who knows, that may change up the trail. I may wind up sending stuff home, and I may wind up changing it up. It's just one of those things as you planned through hiker that you just learn as you go, no matter what you do. Until you get out there and try it, sometimes you just don't know what your plans are. And so it may change up as far as some of my gear and getting lighter if I need to. But we'll go from there and we'll learn as we go. I appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions or anything, throw them in the comments down below. Please subscribe and like the videos if you enjoy this, and I'll try to keep the good videos coming. And we're 51 days till we hit the trail on February the 26th, so we can't wait. We're super excited. It's almost not real. We've waited and planned for this for hardcore planned for 3 years now. I've dreamed about this and me and Devin's talked about it since he could walk and day hike with me when he was 5 years old. So it's almost unreal, the fact that it's almost here, it's around the corner. It almost doesn't seem real. It's hard to explain. You understand if you're preparing as well or getting ready to prepare for this trip, the excitement level, the highs and the lows. So, I am continuing to work extra right now to prepare for the trip and, do all that. So I'll try to get videos out as fast as I can. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, throw them down below. I'll try to answer them as much as I can, and we'll go from there. Thank y'all very much.